Hey everyone, and welcome to the Wide World of Wrestling podcast. We are here for our WWE SmackDown live reaction. SmackDown should be a pretty good show, I think. Uh, we're 2 weeks away from Survivor Series, uh, so yeah, should be a pretty good show tonight.
All right, I'm in. Just having a little bit of technical difficulties again, but I am back.
We're in Salt Lake City, Utah, 2 weeks away from Survivor Series.
I think my stream is about probably about 30 seconds or a few seconds ahead, or yours is a few seconds ahead of mine. But I'm still in there. It's not lagging on me. Thank God.
I'll be right back.
All right. Hope everybody's having a good evening. Riley, thanks for joining in. Yeah, my stream is a little bit behind, but I'm still with it. 'Cause we kind of ran two different time zones, so it's gonna be a bit of a difference, a bit of a delay, I should say. Who's wrestling tonight? Ethan, thanks for joining. Okay, actually I pulled this up. Let me see. Hold on. I got the answers right here. Because I looked up the card myself earlier today. Let me see here. Okay. We got undisputed WWE champion Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens engage in a tense face to face. We have Bianca Belair, Chelsea Green, and Blair Davenport competing for the U.S. or excuse me, the Women's United States Title Tournament triple threat. That should be an awesome match. Let's see what else. L.A. Knight takes on Escobar. That should be good. That should be fun. That sounds like a good match. And Naomi is set to join forces with Bailey against Candice LeRae and Tiffany Stratton. That sounds like a pretty awesome card, actually. I think the ladies are main eventing again. But yeah, that's who's on the show tonight. That's who's wrestling tonight. Or at least that's what's on this card I'm looking at. Like, I don't know if they're gonna have surprise matches or what, but I don't know. I'm looking forward to that LA Knight Escobar match. That should be pretty awesome. I'm down to watch that one. And triple threat match for the Women's United States title tournament. I mean, first of all, let's talk about the Women's US title. How awesome is that? I mean, I think that's pretty cool. They brought that out. I mean, I think there's a lot of fans that are kind of always wanting that. And I think I mean it's a clear case of WWE listening to the fans. Because I mean, I think I've heard for years how there should be a secondary title like the women's IC title or the women's US title, and then finally bringing the US title to the women's division. I think that's amazing. I can only think it's inevitable that they're going to bring an IC title to the women's division. That'll be awesome. I think that'll be really cool. And we have the Bloodline coming out. Now I've complained about solos what they're doing with them in the past, but how he's been winning matches lately. I think these are matches he's needed to win, like how he beat Roman Reigns. I think that's a match that needed to happen. I mean, as far as the win sets up for Survivor Series. I think it's. Now, I'd like to know what y'all think about Bronson Reed joining into this whole thing. I mean, the way I see it, he's like a paid contract hitman. You know what I'm saying? Like they're paying him for his services, so to speak. I mean, and at Seth is at this angle to where he's not wanting to team up with Roman Reigns, but at the same time, he has every single reason to join this match. This whole war games. He has every reason to join in now. I mean, I don't know. I think it'd be cool to see Roman and Seth, on the same team. It's been a long time since they've been on the same team, and I don't understand why Seth is being such an asshole. Seth's the one that ruined the whole thing in the first place. If you think about it, he's the one that broke up the Shield. Why is Seth being such an asshole to Roman? Roman should be an asshole to Seth. He's the one that broke up a good thing. But that's just how I see it. I guess I don't know, but it should be the opposite way. I mean, I don't know. Because I mean, didn't Seth isn't Seth the one that struck Roman in the back with a chair to break up the Shield the first time around? I mean, the crowd's already chanting for Roman. I will say this though, on the house show circuit and stuff, Solo is hilarious. Solo is funny. You don't get to see that side of him on TV because he's in characters so deeply. But whenever you go to these house shows and you get to see the wrestlers off script and actually having fun, Solo is one of the funniest dudes out there. He is hilarious. And there's wrestlers out there that can just make you laugh when you go to these house shows. Solo Sikoa is one of them. He plays a great heel. Don't get me wrong, but the dude, he can make you laugh. He's funny as hell. Especially I seen him at one house show getting into it with a little kid. It was probably one of the funniest things I ever seen in my life. You just and little kid was getting on him too, and Solo was like, "This kid's crazy." It was hilarious, man. It's fun to watch them have fun doing what they're doing. So I recommend going to house shows if you get a chance. Davis, what do I think about Brock Lesnar returning? Is he returning? I mean, dude, I don't know. I feel so many ways about that. Now, if the person that they're talking about in question, as far as this lawsuit and using the services of this woman that Vince McMahon was basically pimped out, if it's true, then no, I don't want to see him. But I mean, at the same time, business is business. Brock Lesnar does bring the big bucks, and that's what it's all about. Is bringing in the money. So I mean, as a fan, yeah, I would love to see Brock Lesnar come back. From a business standpoint, I can see why they would bring him back. From a moral standpoint, no, if all that stuff's true, I don't want to see him back on my screen. Yep, there he goes. But I mean, you can't take away the accomplishments and all the contribution that Brock Lesnar has given to the business. And I mean, and Brock Lesnar's not really even a people person. He really doesn't even care about the fans. Really, he's there to get a big paycheck and walk out. But us as fans, we can I guess I don't know. I don't. It's hard. It's hard because at the same time, I mean, he's been accused of such horrendous things. But I don't know. I mean, I'm on the fence about it. I really am. Thanks for watching along with us, Davis. Ethan, you hope Bianca doesn't win this. Well, why is that? I mean, why don't you want Bianca to win? I mean, I would like to know that. I wouldn't be mad. But I mean, she's already a tag team champion. I mean, I don't think she needs that much gold right now. Ethan says, "I hope Brock Lesnar gets a good final run. He deserves that." You know what? I can't argue with that. I can't argue with that. As a wrestling fan, hell yeah, I want to see that. Who wouldn't? As a wrestling fan, as somebody who's been a fan of Brock Lesnar's, hell yeah. Who would want to see Brock Lesnar do one last good F5? But yeah, I don't know. It's hard to think about, as far as him being implicated in all those horrendous things. But money talks. So if TKO was like, "Hey man, we got a bag for you. We need you," Brock Lesnar's gonna take that bag, and fans are gonna be happy. Jason, thanks for joining us, man. The counter will be right back. He's having technical difficulties. He has control of the switchboard this evening. That's why I'm not able to put your comments on the screen, but he'll be right back. He has control of the switchboard this evening as far as the messages and everything, or the comments. But I can see the comments and I respond to them. Ethan says, "I like to see Brock Lesnar and Gunther." Brock Lesnar and Obafemi. Those are both awesome sounding matches. I'd pay to see that. I would pay to see that. Davis agrees. Hell yeah. Lesnar and Obafemi. That would bring the house down right there. I would pay to see that. Definitely. That's a house match if ever there was one. They have to reinforce the ring with those two. And that's another thing. I mean, Obafemi has such a future. I hope that once he, because it's coming very soon to where they're gonna put him on the main roster. I see them putting him on Raw. I can definitely see that. They're probably gonna put him in on Raw as a heel. That's how I see it. I just want them to do him justice, do it right. Jason says, "I'm doing okay. Haven't seen Connor do much AEW recently. Everything okay?" Yeah, everything's fine. Yeah, everything's fine. It's just, with the certain schedule uh, and I'm not gonna say. Well, I'll let Connor speak for himself as far as his interest in AEW, but I think I think as far as the fans, a lot of the fans are losing interest in AEW. I mean, if you've seen any shots, any photos of any of the latest Dynamite, or not Dynamite, it was Collision. It may have been Dynamite, but they had some photos of it, and like half the place was blacked out, and like it was kind of sad to see. And I love AEW. I want to see it. I want to see it do well. But we've talked about that on like, I don't know how many times, but I'm not against AEW. I'm all for it. I just want to see it do better. But if you look online, if you Google, the attendance photos, as far as the shows, televised shows, I mean, they're not doing that well. I mean, they do awesome on their pay per views, which is something crazy. I mean, AEW, they do great on pay per views, but it seems like for Dynamite and Collision, I mean, it seems, well, more or less Collision. For some reason, I mean, the ratings are down, and attendance is down. But I don't blame that on the wrestlers. I don't blame that on the stars that are in the ring doing it. That's all about the movers and shakers in the back, behind the curtain. But anyway, we talked about that. I don't know how many how many times. Davis Skoog says everything is down. Everything is down here now. Now in AEW, yeah. Well, I don't. Like I said, I have my opinions on it. Everything is down right now in AEW. Everything is great. Well, the sickos love it. The sickos love it. I mean, I agree. Jason says, "Yeah, I've been getting pretty bad. I haven't been able to get into AEW in the last several months, and you're not the only person. You're not alone. Believe me, you are not by yourself. There are a lot of people falling on the wayside when it comes to AEW, and it's not the fault of the wrestlers. It's not the fault of the women. I'm tripping over my tongue. It's not the fault of the men and women that go in there and do it on a weekly basis. It's not their fault. The fault lies with the people in the back, the creative staff, the big cheese on top of the mountain. Yes, it's that's who it all falls on. All the men and women go in there and do they go in there trying to put on a good show that they're being given. That they're being given. They're just. I guess you can say they're just following orders. You know, but Oh, thank you, Jason. There's autographed pictures of the Nasty Boys back there. Also got Tatanka and yeah, Moxley. Let's see, I got yeah, I got a few. I got a lot more autographed pictures I haven't hung up yet, but I'm an avid collector of autographed pictures. All right, we're having the women's triple threat match right now. Okay, I'm down with that. Part of me wants to see Blair. Part of me wants to see Blair win this. Part of me wants to see Blair, take this whole thing. But it's just I have a soft spot for Blair. I love Chelsea though. Don't get me wrong. I love Chelsea. Her TNA stuff, man. That's stuff of that's stuff of legend. That Davis going for Chelsea out there. Oh, they're going for the early pins. Back and forth, back and forth. Yeah, but I would love to see Blair Davenport win. Like I said, I have a little soft spot in my heart for Blair. I think the first time I saw her, it was way before she was in WWE.
All right, let's see how this works now. Hopefully, can you see me all right?
Yeah, he coming in good.
All right, hopefully it stays that way. All right, so we'll start off with the women's United States Championship tournament. Last week, Bailey won in a triple threat match. All these first round matches are triple threats.
Mm-hmm.
Last week it was Bailey. Who else? I forget who was all in it, but I know Bailey won last week. I hope Chelsea. Yeah, Davis. Let's go Chelsea. I hope Chelsea wins this. I have a feeling Bianca Belair is going to win this. But since she's already the tag champion, I don't really think she needs to advance in this tournament.
That's exactly what I was saying. I agree.
I think the finals will probably be Bailey and Naomi, and Naomi's going to win.
That'd be cool if Naomi won it though. I would like that.
Yeah,
That'd be awesome if Naomi's the first uh, United States Women's Champion. That'd be dope. And black too. You can that's double history.
yeah. I think they need someone that hasn't won a title in a while. Naomi hasn't won a title in a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
A singles title. She's won the women's tag titles, I think, but
Mm-hmm.
the a women's singles title will be pretty big. We got a lot of comments. Riley, thanks for watching. Who's wrestling tonight? Well, of course, we got this match. We got LA Knight versus Santos for the United States Championship. Roman's going to be on the show later, probably in the main event, like the ending scene. Cody and Kevin Owens is having a showdown or whatever. I know some other matches. We can buy Brock Lesnar returning. If everything gets cleared by Brock Lesnar and he had nothing to do with it, then I think it's okay to bring him back. But
I agree.
But it's gonna come. I think TKO will make the right decision because it's probably gonna be up to TKO whether he comes back or not.
Money talks, though, man.
Yeah, I hope Bianca doesn't win this. Yeah, I agree. I hope Brock gets a final. Yeah, I would like to see Brock Lesnar get a final run. There is a few matches I would like to see. I think they've already been said. Brock Lesnar and Oba. I think that should be his final match. And Oba Femi beat Brock Lesnar. That would be a good way to push Oba Femi, the one that retired, the Beast Incarnate. Let's see. Yep. Lesnar and Gunther would be good. Lesnar and Oba. I would see. Yeah. As you can probably, well, on the All Elite Zone, we've done some shows in there, but not any AEW live reactions. I'm just gonna be honest. I don't think the AEW product's that exciting anymore like it used to be. Collision is a 2-hour rampage now. Collision sucks. I mean, I'm just gonna be honest. It sucks. Like this last week, they had Shelton Benjamin against Command, and I like Shelton Benjamin, but they had him against Commander and Daniel Garcia versus Johnny TV and Lady Far. I don't give a shit about those matches. Dynamite, it's a hit or miss. But for me, it's always a miss. This last Wednesday, that was probably the worst go home show I've ever seen AEW put on. I don't know. I mean, AEW is just, they haven't been good in a long, long, long time. And they don't think the numbers, like, there's always an excuse for AEW fans on why this happened, why that happened. It's always an excuse. I don't know. Maybe we'll do some AEW live reactions in the All Elite Zone, but I currently enjoy the WWE product a little bit more than AEW. If I reacted to anything, it'd probably be Dynamite because Collision just sucks. I'm sorry, Collision sucks.
It's not all that good.
It used to be good, but they changed what Collision was supposed to be and now are treating it as what it was not supposed to be. Collision was supposed to be a different show that had a different feel, a different atmosphere, completely different from Dynamite. Like when Collision first started, it didn't even feel like an AEW show. It felt like a completely different company. But now they've tore that to shreds. Dynamite, I don't really like Dynamite either. I just think it all sucks, to be honest. And when the TV's bad, it doesn't make me want to watch the pay-per-views either. Because if all you can put on is good pay-per-views, then I mean it's just, I don't know. For me, AEW hasn't been good this whole year, and I don't know what can fix it at this point. Everything is not AEW, but yeah, going to the sickos, everything's great.
Yeah, sickos love it. They eat it up.
Yeah, it's always an excuse. If you don't like it, then you don't know wrestling. You don't get an opinion. But that's what it is to them.
I mean, but look at it this way. I mean, ECW, the original, as awesome as it was, the original ECW catered to the sickos, and you see what happened to that.
It didn't last long. It probably would have lasted longer if they had more money behind it. I think Paul Heyman was a better booker than Tony Khan is.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But I think if they had more money, then they probably would have been able to survive. But I remember Paul Heyman talking about it. Is like these wrestlers were wanting this and this, but like he was saying, like, I don't have the money to pay you this, this, and this, and this. Like they didn't have the money like WCW or yes,
Oh,
pinner. One. Damn it, damn you, Bianca. No. Get up. One, kick that. No,
man,
this is a pretty intense match.
it is.
Who's this? Oh damn, Jay got put through a car.
But
This is a glorious segment, if you know what I mean. Just leave, Bianca. Leave. Leave. We don't want you in this match. Leave. Thank you. Leave. Thank you. It's not that I don't like Bianca. It's just I don't want her to win this match. All right, Chelsea,
she
get in
has
the
enough
ring.
gold.
Go before she comes. Kick out. One, two, kick out.
Who did that to Jade?
Probably was Liv Morgan or someone from Team Liv Morgan.
Good. Oh, I didn't think about that.
Pin. One, two. Yes. Chelsea Green won.
Chelsea Green.
Oh, that was a good opening match. That was an intense match. I think everyone probably wanted Chelsea Green to win, but they were like, yeah, Bianca will probably win. Kind
That
of
was
like last,
really good.
yeah, like I didn't really know who was going to win that. I really thought Bianca was probably going to win that, but I really wanted Chelsea Green.
I love that jumping unprettier though. That's pretty. That's pretty nice. I like the jumping unprettier. That's a pretty nice move. I never seen anybody do it like that, like with a jump. Because usually, like when Christian does it, he just goes. But that unprettier was nice with the jump to it. That's cool. Congratulations to Chelsea.
Yeah, that was a good opening match. That was good. You can't please wrestling fans. I already see someone on here. I know who this person is, and they said that they wanted Chelsea to win a title. Then they just said Chelsea shouldn't have won this match. You can't please wrestling fans. They said they want something, but when you give it to them, still not happy.
That's how they are. That's how they are.
Brother Fluff Salisbury. I'm from Florida. Not a Friday night until someone is passed out on the.
That's true. I got family there. I got family down in Papado Beach. That's definitely true.
I got family in Florida too. I'm not sure where they're from. I know it's close to like Pensacola, down that area. Yeah, that was a good opening match. I knew Blair Davenport probably wasn't going to win, but it was probably definitely going to come down to Chelsea and Bianca.
That's a good opener. Not bad at all. See, who do you think's having the main event? The main event this evening.
That's going to be interesting.
I'm thinking they're probably gonna have the women do the main event.
Trying to think. Oh yeah, there's a tag match tonight. It's
Hmm
Bailey and Naomi versus Candice and I think Tiffany or Naya. One of them two. So we
It's
got that match.
Candace and Tiffany. That's what it is.
I think Candice is going to replace Tiffany as Nia's manager whenever she cashes in. I think she's
I can see
cash.
that.
I think she's going to cash in at Survivor Series because they're all going to be in that War Games match.
Yeah.
So that'll be the perfect time. Like Team Liv wins, or like it doesn't matter which team wins as long as Nia Jax is taken out in some way. After the match, Chelsea cashes in.
I mean, that's probably their goal is to take out Nia first. I mean, take out the biggest
I would
threat.
assume she's the biggest person in the whole match, so I would
Yeah.
think so. But the person that attacked Jay was probably Liv and Raquel. Probably them,
You're probably right.
or it could have been someone else. I don't know, but I have a feeling it's one of them two.
I mean, but the thing is, it's Survivor Series. It's that season,
Yeah.
so it could have came from anywhere. As far as like Raw.
Yeah, I see a lot of people complain like, why aren't they like why aren't people on this show or that? Well, normally around Survivor Series, people from both brands come across from each show.
Yeah,
Because
that's
Survivor
always
Series,
happened.
damn, they're making this a whole commotion. Damn, Bianca's still salty about Bailey, which I can't really blame her. Well, Jade's going to the hospital. I wonder if she's going to AEW like Ricochet did.
I don't know. They put way too much money into Jade. I don't think she's going anywhere for a while.
I don't know if she. Break Ricochet to the card and he went to AEW. They should have like in Ricochet's debut, they should have had the ambulance come and then he gets out of the ambulance and then debuts in AEW.
That would have been funny. I would have been
Dude,
laughing my ass off if they did that.
Adam Ray is Dr. Phil Unleashed. I don't know who the hell he is. And big wrestling fans, though, it looks like. All right,
Yeah, that was Petey Williams. Yeah.
yeah, Petey Williams. He works with WWE and producer role. So as Bobby Roode and Jason Jordan and Hurricane. One of the best producers I've heard that works for WWE is Tyson Kidd. He does a lot of the women's
I've heard
matches.
that.
He
Yeah.
does a lot of the women's matches and stuff, and he's one of the best that they have. Abyss is also a producer. He was in TNA as well. Like all their producers are TNA basically. If you think about it, Abyss, Petey Williams, Sean Devari, Bobby Roode. Besides Jason Jordan and Tyson Kidd, are all TNA people.
Yeah.
I like Petey Williams though. He's always been one of my favorites. They've
Underrated. Yeah.
demolished the move he's created, the Canadian Destroyer. Like he literally created that move, and I don't think he gets enough praise for that.
You think?
'Cause
I
now,
don't think I've ever seen anybody do it before him. So
uh,
I've always thought he invented it.
yeah, like once he did it, everyone started doing it. So
Now it's a transitional move these days.
yeah, mostly in AEW or everywhere besides. Well, I wouldn't say everywhere besides WWE because TNA. I haven't seen anyone use the Canadian Destroyer in TNA or. And this is for the United States Championship. Last week we had LA Knight versus Humberto for the U.S. title. This week we got Santos. But last week Shinsuke Nakamura returned to SmackDown.
That was awesome.
Looks like he's going to be going for the United States Championship. This is what
He looks so much. He looks awesome. Sorry to cut you off, but he looks awesome with that face paint. I had to say that.
Yeah, he looks really good. Looks like a new invented character by Shinsuke.
Like
Which
he's probably
gonna have. He's probably gonna have to do something different. He's always been good at coming up with different characters. That's why LA Knight took on Berto because LA knew that Santos finally has his number. Santos Escobar's quote, not mine. LA Knight's definitely winning this match.
Yeah.
But I
If
wonder if
Shinsuke doesn't come out.
I wonder if Shinsuke does anything. I actually wouldn't mind if Shinsuke took the belt off of LA Knight.
I'd love it.
I think in this next draft WrestleMania, LA Knight needs to go to Raw.
Mm.
I'd like to see LA Knight and Braun Breaker have a feud. Oh, that's
Yeah.
oh, it is Shinsuke. I thought it was the Undertaker at first. I'm not gonna lie, because the lights went out. Then there for a minute, it kind of
That's cool.
you were riddled with insecure.
It's
Shinsuke
like
might
Shinsuke finally got off the surfboard and decided he wanted to do some wrestling.
I've heard that the reason that he's back is because AJ Styles was injured. But
It could be possible.
AJ was supposed to be getting a push there, then he got injured. So, but SmackDown's going 3 hours in January, so they're going to need the depth in the roster. So
Yeah.
Shinsuke coming back makes sense. And they've got since Crown Jewel, we haven't seen Andrade or Carmelo Hayes either.
Yeah,
They,
that's true.
well, Andrade's been doing he lost the Speed Championship against Dragon Lee. But
Mhm.
it seems like the people who win the speed championships get pushes on TV.
Yeah.
When Andrade won the speed championship, he was getting matches against Carmelo Hayes. He had the 7 match series. He was going against LA Knight, Santos, and then they have the speed women's championship. And ever since Candice LeRae has won the speed championship, she's been on TV
Mhm.
more. She's went against like tonight. She's got a match tonight, and probably in the main event, possibly. She's been having a lot more matches on SmackDown since she's won the Speed Championship. So
Mhm.
the Speed Championship's kind of like a promotion.
Yeah.
It doesn't look that way because you're only wrestling 3 minute matches or 5 minute matches, but on TV you're getting a raise kind of for a promotion.
Mhm.
So Dragon
Yeah,
Lee,
kind of.
so Dragon Lee's probably going to be on Raw a lot more matches,
That'd be nice.
which he's really good. I like Dragon Lee. How much you want to bet? Sometime next year he goes against Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental Championship.
Oh shit! I would love to see that.
It's going to happen. He's probably not going
Hell
to win.
yeah, that'd be dope.
He may not win, but I think he's
That'd
going
be
to
a
get.
great match.
I think that he's going to get a push on Raw. Probably beginning in January when I go to Netflix.
Hmm. That'd be awesome. Let me take a bathroom break. I'll be right back.
All right. Hmm. Yeah, we got about four. Yeah, I think the women might main event tonight. See, we've had triple threat this night. We're gonna have at least one more match because they normally have four matches on SmackDown. I can't wait till Raw and SmackDown's both 3 hours. I know a lot of fans don't like 3 hour shows, but WWE has improved so much that now fans want a 3 hour show. Uh, I've always thought if it's a good 3 hour wrestling show, keep it 3 hours. But if it's not, just do 2 hours. I think fans wanted a 2 hour Raw because Raw was so bad for so many years. Now it's worth watching now. Now since we only have 2 hours, it's kind of you're limiting yourself with how many people's on the show, stories advancing, stuff like that, matchups. Oh, oh, good. Santos has always been pretty good. I thought. I wonder what they do with Andrade and Carmelo Hayes next. We haven't seen them at all since Crown Jewel. I don't think they're going to revisit that feud, Andrade and Carmelo, because they've already had 7 matches. So I don't know really where they go with them two. They could do Andrade and Santos. I mean, they haven't had a really good one-on-one match. But I don't know what they do with Carmelo. Uh, Nakamura.
Nakamura.
I think there will be a women's Intercontinental Championship because if you notice in the women's United States Championship tournament, the only people competing for the women's US is SmackDown Women. So
Yeah.
I think when Raw goes to Netflix, they're going to announce the Intercontinental Championship. Then that's when they'll make the announcement because that'd be a big deal. Like to announce it on the first episode of Netflix, a women's Intercontinental Championship. Like that would be the best time to announce it and have the
Hmm.
tournament and unfold on Netflix. That's probably what
That
they're.
would be so awesome.
That's probably what they're going to do. Because I mean, they can do it now, but it won't. It'd be more special than doing it on Netflix.
Yeah.
Oh, that was gonna be it. Survivor Series next Saturday. Times went by fast.
Very fast.
Damn, we were just talking. We've been talking about this since after WrestleMania. Survivor Series, Survivor Series, Survivor. I think this is the most I've ever talked about Survivor Series in a month span. Well, I take that back. Last year, Survivor Series was talked about a lot before it ever happened because of CM Punk.
Yeah.
Uh, but this year was like, is The Rock going to be at Survivor Series? Which he still could be,
That's a possibility.
even though he's not going to be in the match. It's possible he could still be there. Oh, Shinsuke! I knew that wasn't the last we're going to see of him.
Of course not.
Oh, yeah, I bet that hurt. Oh, that was a bit Hurricanrana. Frog splash.
Hmm.
Damn, you could have pinned.
Yeah.
Stupid. If you lose, you don't wonder why. Went for a GTS. Oh, damn, that was good. That was a good transition. Damn, that was really cool. The way
Uh,
that was, there comes Shinsuke. He didn't get time to celebrate.
no, not at all. I like this. I like Shinsuke versus LA. I love it. Give me that.
It's definitely a fresh matchup for LA Knight.
Yeah.
He's been feuding with Carmelo and Andrade for a while, so he's just someone fresh. Ooh.
I like that they're letting Shinsuke be vicious. He's better when he's a vicious heel.
Hey, Mario and Luigi's in the front row. They need to do a feud with this like eye for an eye. That's what they.
Yeah.
Yep. Morrison Machine Gun Street Profits. They've got a lot going on in the SmackDown Tag Team division.
Yeah.
Tommaso Ciampa possibly turning on Johnny Gargano. Street Profits turning heel. It looks like they turned heel last week.
I think they did.
It looked at, and Tommaso Ciampa looks to be. I have a feeling John Gargano is going to turn heel with him. I could be wrong.
I mean, what I think could happen is that what you're saying, like what you said, like Johnny's gonna be like, you know what, this is my friend. I've been with him up and down the road for years, so I'm not. I'm right there with him. He's gonna go heel. I'm gonna go with him. I think the friendship between Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny, I think that's gonna be the test, the whole test of it all. I think. And I think they've been down this road before, as far as like them turning on each other. Ciampa turns on him, and then they get back together, and then Gargano turns on Ciampa, and then they get back together. I mean, they've gone through it a few times.
And I know y'all are tight, but his partner is bad news. But some snakes hide in the grass.
Was that me? He sucker punched you last week. You're gonna listen to him? Come on, guys, I really do. We can get this whole.
You need to have some kind of match to determine number one contenders.
Mm.
I mean, Street Profits have a valid point. The match wasn't even a match. It got disqualified by Tommaso Ciampa.
Yeah.
And DIY and Street Profits have had so many title shots for the tag titles. I mean, the only other team I can think of is Pretty Deadly, really. But Pretty Deadly isn't going to win.
Nah, well, I don't see that, not yet, at least.
Carl Anderson's injured, so they can't do Gallows Anderson. Hey, if you just throw in the bloodline, they're not going to win, but I hope they win the titles back. I don't think they need to have tag titles anymore. What about A-Town? Yeah, that could do A-Town down under. Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. That'd be different, I guess. They got the two guys that's with Santos Escobar. They got those two guys. Gallows and Anderson would be perfect. Motor City Machine Gun versus Gallows and Anderson. They've got a lot of history.
That'd be a fun match.
They've got a lot of history with each other from TNA.
Oh yeah.
Welcome to your wall. Sounds like we need to vaporize that mold. It's Dayquil plus a brush to fix vapors. Dayquil Vapor Cool, the vaporizing daytime coffee making stuffy head power through your day medicine.
You've earned this, so hold it up high. Because it's the things you make that show later. You are a fighter, and this is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter.
Davis, what tag team could they call out? From NXT? Well, it depends when they lose the NXT Tag Team Championships, and if they're even a tag team after they lose them. But Nathan Frazier and Axiom, they're a very, very good tag team, and they're probably going to be voted Tag Team of the Year in wrestling in general, because no other tag team has had a really good momentum of a year. FTR hasn't had that momentum of a year. Young Bucks hasn't. Motor City Machine Guns hasn't really been a tag team this year. They've been off and on. Fraxium has been the most consistent tag team with good matches this year. So if they were to call them up to SmackDown, that would help a lot. Them and
That'd be a good call up. Yeah.
Fraxium and Motor City Machine Guns would probably be tag team match of the year. But Raw needs some tag teams too, because Raw's tag team division is only bad because they've kept the titles on Judgment Day for so long, and they've only had one title defense. That's why it sucks so bad. Which they're kind of low on tag teams too. They got Creed Brothers. I think the War Raiders are tag team contenders.
Yeah.
New Day, I don't know how long they're going to be a team for. Got the Alpha Academy, LWO, Authors of Pain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think the New Day's gonna last too much longer the way Xavier's acting. So
I've been thinking Kofi Kingston turn heel. Everyone's thinking it's going to be Xavier, but
I mean, Kofi would be justified in turning heel if you think about it. If he was the one to do it.
yeah. But really, Xavier Woods would probably be the better heel. Because except that the promos he's cut as kind of a heel has been pretty good. I've always thought Xavier was a better heel than the face.
Yeah, he can piss fans off easily.
Fans just don't know. They've always seen him as the New Day cartoonish character, but he's damn.
For Riley, I don't think Chase U is together anymore.
Well, as of Tuesday, if you watch NXT, they break up because Adrian Chase lost.
It was sad, very sad.
We even had a moment of silence on here for it.
Yeah, we had a good moment of silence. The dearly departed Chase U.
I was busy helping Tiffy and Candace prepare for their match. Now, if there's anything else,
Well, they're bringing Sign of the Night. They're bringing that in.
Cody.
I remember back in the Attitude Era, man, the audience was sign heavy. I mean, it was a sea of signs. I remember back in the day.
Listen, I haven't heard from Kevin. Nobody's seen him. I don't think he's here. I wouldn't fall for that. Kevin Owens wouldn't miss this opportunity.
I got Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens next. I don't even think he should do his power limit. He should just walk out there to the ring. But just don't even do the power load on this serious Cody Rhodes. Which he probably will do it instead.
Yeah.
Yep, as I figured.
Cody's right. Kevin Owens would miss this TV time.
I think they make Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes official for Survivor Series tonight, probably.
Mm.
Any tag teams they could sign? Not really. I mean, the Lucha Bros were supposed to be signed already and on the main roster, but that's not happening. Thanks to
Yeah.
Tony Khan, that's not happening.
He put the
So
kibosh on that one.
they'll be in WWE next year around this time, probably. Pentagon Jr.'s contract's already expired. He can, if he wanted to, he could go to WWE right now as a singles wrestler, which NXT kind of needs some people right now. I've said it before, like, why don't they sign Pentagon to a 1-year deal that expires around the same time Ray Phoenix's contract expires? Because they want to sign as a package. So have Pentagon Jr. as a singles wrestler on NXT just until Ray Phoenix's contract expires. I don't know, but AEW has no plans for the Lucha Bros, so I don't even know why they kept them. So
Just so that you couldn't get them. That's why.
yeah, which the Lucha Bros were the most loyal wrestlers to AEW, so I doubt they'll ever go back now. I think once they leave, that's probably it.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll. I don't know. I've always heard that Pentagon and Tony Khan had a great relationship, but I don't think they have a great relationship anymore. Hey, here's Kevin Owens.
I gotta say, I'm a little
That was smart. Come from the crowd.
insulted. See, because I was summoned to be here tonight on SmackDown because the great Cody Rhodes wanted me here. And you can't deny Cody Rhodes' request. So here I am, dressed to the nines in my best attire, and you are not even wearing your stupid, sleazy politician suit. I
Damn.
think I deserve better than that. You were summoned here, all right, Kevin, but not to stand in the crowd. You were summoned to come and stand in this ring with me right now.
I love Kevin's shirt, by the way. That's hilarious.
Probably not used to
Yeah.
this anymore, but you don't get what you want just because you want it. Oh, what are you gonna do, huh?
It's a shirt that says, "Yeah, I'm dressing formal, but I like to party too."
No. I'm here. You're there. That's good enough for now. Hey, let me ask you this. I see you all riled up. You want to fight, right? That's what you said last week. You want to fight me?
Hold on, I'll be right back. Somebody's at my door.
All right.
Before we do that, why don't you tell me what has you so upset? Because what happened over the last few months, what happened to you, what I did to you, what happened to Randy Orton, it's your fault. It's my fault. Yeah, it's my fault that you foul drove Randy Orton. Yeah, it is your fault. You want to know why? Yeah, I'll tell you why.
Oh, Kevin Owens coming to the ring.
It's your fault. Because for 4 years, for 4 years, I fought the bloodline every
I knew
week.
that was coming up.
Blood, sweat, and tears. I fought them all. And they tried to end my group. More specifically, the guy who left the group, Roman Reigns, tried to end my career more times than I can count. And he never could, and he never will. And I kept fighting before you were even back. Then you came back, and what happened? I stood by you. I fought alongside you. I fought them alongside you. I was in the ring at WrestleMania 39 trying to help you win the WWE title. I was in the ring at WrestleMania 40 after you won the title to celebrate with you as happy as I could be because you finished your story. And then what happened? A few months
This is a
after
good
that,
promo by Kevin
Roman
Owens.
Reigns needs a partner because he's pissed off everyone around him. And who says yes? You teamed with the guy who tried to end my career, who tried to take away the
I'm
one
back.
thing I've loved since I was
Yeah,
11.
Kevin's talking some real shit right now.
So yeah,
It's a great promo.
it's your fault.
Very, very good promo by Kevin Owens there.
And he's not lying.
No,
He's not lying at all.
all valid points.
If you want to justify what you've done because I teamed with Roman Reigns, great. You can believe that. But let me call this for what it actually is. Me teaming with Roman Reigns had nothing to do with you. He asked me, and I thought it was the right thing. But that doesn't jive with who Kevin Owens is. Because to you, you've got to be a victim. Kevin Owens has to have the entire world against him. The story of Kevin Owens has to be that you're being held down. Newsflash, buddy, nobody holds Kevin Owens down more than Kevin Owens.
Damn. We're about to have a big brawl.
Your self-sabotage is absolutely next level. You're obsessed with this idea of being the face of WWE. You're fixated on being the number one guy, not knowing the whole damn thing's a team effort in the first place. And what you don't realize, Kevin, is why
They're
you
both making great points. They're both making really good points.
with WWE for a decade. You have every accolade. He's a Grand Slam champion. You're one of the best superstars in recent memory, and everybody knows it but Kevin Owens.
That's technically true. Because when he tried
That's
to
what
give,
I'm saying. Yeah.
because when he tried to give him a title shot
You want
at
to talk self-sabotage?
Bash in Berlin, he didn't want it.
We wrestled
He didn't want the title shot.
Let's talk about Bash in Berlin.
That's what I'm saying. They're both making really good points tonight. I mean, I can listen to Kevin and Cody right now. They're both making like really good points. Like I can see both their side.
All your dreams come true, WWE champion.
I love that. That's what makes it compelling. Like you're thinking like, okay, well they both have a point here. Like who should I go for here? It's great storytelling. I like that.
Randy Orton is an absolute 100% unequivocal legend, and he was your friend, and he did not deserve what you did to him. You didn't just bring back a banned move, a move that's ended lives. You crossed the line. You crossed every line that you possibly could. And this lesson isn't going to get handled with a mere microphone in this promo. No, I'm going to beat it into you. So whether it's right here in Salt Lake City, because there's plenty of show left, whether it's in your home country at Survivor Series, or whether it's at Saturday night's main event. It's coming, and I need you to know the ball is in your court.
I don't know if the power driver's ever killed anyone. Has it ever killed anyone?
Not that I know. Maybe in an independent promotion years back or something it did, but I know it's broken people's necks.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's
that's
actually.
true.
I don't know if it's actually killed someone. Maybe it has.
But I mean, done right, it's one of the safest moves you can use. Really, done the right way. But if somebody gets hurt, it's probably because they did it wrong.
And you don't have to worry about me pulling the
I mean, that's usually how it goes with power drivers. Like, if they get hurt, odds are somebody made a mistake, somebody miscalculated. I mean, other than that, it's no different from it's a safe move if you do it right.
You're right. But I loved Randy Orton. You
I mean, because honestly, me and my brothers we used to power drive each other all the time. If you do it, if you do it safe, it's actually pretty fun. But don't go do it, kids. Don't try it at home.
I don't think you hate me. I think you hate yourself.
Is it me or does Kevin sound like just a whiny little bitch? I hate you. You were friends with him. I don't like you anymore because you're friends with him.
Whenever you decide that we do have this
Wham, wham, wham. Call the ambulance.
I won't cross
I hate you, Cody. You teamed up with Roman. I don't like Roman. That means I hate you now. I mean, that's so childish. Oh man, you gotta admit, I mean, you put it that way, it's pretty damn childish.
I think the worst power driver I've ever seen was the one that Owen Hart did to Cody. I mean, the one that Owen Hart did to Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, that was a botch. That was a huge botch. That's
That's,
that's like a key example of how not to do it.
that's the worst one I've ever seen.
I need to accept my terms.
I mean, it's very easy to hurt someone if you don't do it right. It's very easy to. You really got to know what you're doing to do that type of move. I
Yeah,
don't think. I don't think.
yeah.
I don't think just anybody should be able to do that move. And I like where that WWE did it. No one does it anymore. So when Kevin Owens did it, it made it seem like a big deal.
I mean, the
Like,
main reason why it was banned is because kids would do it on each other and they hurt themselves. That's the main reason why they stopped doing it. It's not because of them hurting, each other. It's because the kids were emulated. That's the main reason why they cut it out.
We still need to find a fifth member for War Games, brothers.
there's an easy fifth member. Just call Zilla 52, hit play. And golly, you got people. Don't think we're stupid.
About Cody Rhodes.
Exactly.
You got a whole family of wrestlers.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, I agree. No,
Why not?
no Cody Rhodes.
That's old news.
I agree.
Well, look, I don't even know if he's available after what Bronson we did to him on Monday, but we could try Seth Rollins one last time.
He doesn't want the Rollins. If you don't want the Rollins or Cody Rhodes,
Okay, well,
you got a family of wrestlers.
there's nobody else.
Rakishi's right there. I mean, the Usos have a dad who's called Rakishi. You got people.
Listen, we don't need anyone else.
Lance on
You're
Hawaii.
gonna have to have someone.
4-on-5
This is all we need.
against Bronson Reed's going to be a big disadvantage.
Yeah, a huge disadvantage.
And if we're not, then we die. We die together. Feel me?
You stupid.
Yeet.
I'm in. But what's the plan?
I don't know about Sammy though, man. He's been moving shifty to me. Like something's up with Sammy. I don't know if anybody else is catching all that, but I've been catching it. Something's up with Sammy. Like I'm not sure whose side he's on.
You see what he did last week. He put his phone in his pocket real fast when Roman was coming down.
Yeah.
Then at the end of the episode, Roman tried calling Paul Heyman and it was out of service or whatever. A lot speculating. What if the fifth member is CM Punk
Hey, that's a thought.
and Seth Rollins is mad that CM Punk teamed with Roman Reigns? and that sets up CM Punk and Seth Rollins. I have a feeling it's probably going to be Seth Rollins because Bronson Reed's in there, but
Yeah.
I think it would be more exciting CM Punk because can CM Punk and Roman Reigns coexist? Like that would just be that would be kind of cool to see. And
Yeah.
CM Punk's never been in a War Games match before. And
Not that not that I can think of.
And Roman Reigns is not the first Paul Heyman guy. Technically, it's Brock Lesnar, but the first is CM Punk between Roman and CM Punk. I don't know. That's going to be interesting. I think there probably will be a fifth member. Or it could be The Rock and he screws Roman.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. It's a possibility. It's a definite possibility.
I still think The Rock's working with Paul Heyman.
Mm.
Paul Heyman's going to manage the final boss.
That'd be dope, though, honestly.
I could see it happening. I like this Netflix commercial. I like the spot where they show Chelsea Green going through those tables.
Yeah.
I mean, for a woman like her, she took a nasty bump. I don't. Well, she did that in TNA too. Like she's the one person that will take any type of bump. It seems like there's not many women like that who will do that.
That's awesome, though.
She might look pretty and all that, but there's another side to her. There's definitely another side to her. If you ever watch TNA, she was a psycho. She's come out.
Yeah, that was awesome.
She's come out with the lipstick everywhere, wedding dress. She really is a. If she wanted to, she could do like Broken Matt Hardy, have like two personalities or whatever.
Didn't that whole thing start like she got lipped at the altar and it drove her insane?
Yeah,
yeah.
I can't remember who she was supposed to marry in storyline, but they said no or whatever, or they held her up and she just went crazy.
Yeah.
She kind of made me think in a way of Broken Matt Hardy in a way, but a female version of Broken Matt Hardy.
Febreze has a microchip to control scent release, so it smells first stay fresh for 50 days.
I think she's the most improved this year, but she's never really been that bad. So has she really improved?
Yeah,
because she's always been really good.
You also get a free phone. What you need? Welcome to Getting More. Welcome to Cricket Nation. Smile, you're on Cricket. Amazon Black Friday week is here. With deals up to 40% off. Shop great deals all week on Amazon.
is this the last match of the night?
Might be. I mean, just Roman's segment will close the show. I can't think of any other matches happening. But here lately, the women on SmackDown have gotten a lot of good presentation. I think the tag team division and the women's division is a lot better on SmackDown than Raw.
Yeah.
And the men's singles is better on Raw than SmackDown. Because here lately, SmackDown's had a lot of good involvement of the women, like a variety of women. Like Bayley, Naomi, Nia Jax, Tiffany, Candice LeRae, Tiffany, Piper Niven, Bianca, Jade. Like that's at least over 10 women right there. Meechin, she's been on TV quite a bit.
Yeah.
Raw is headed to the Intuit Dome on January 6th for the very first Monday night.
Gonna be in Los Angeles for the first episode of Raw on Netflix.
It's the first Raw of the year. That's cool.
That's a big arena. It's a dome. It is. Hey, there's Kamala Hayes. It's actually Carmelo and Johnny Green.
I'm just where everybody else is saying. What is everybody else saying? They're saying that he's telling the truth, man. But nobody's telling the truth louder than radio or respect. That's all I'm saying.
Worse than dear. The show's actually been pretty awesome.
Damn.
Matches have been pretty good.
Damn.
Kevin Owens, man, he shared some real heat with Cody, man. That was pretty cool.
Carmelo and Cody's going at it. See, that looked like a real shoot fight right there. Like the fights that Carmelo and Andrade had. If you would have told me that they were shoot fighting, I would actually believe it. Like it looked actually real. Looks like we're gonna get Cody Rhodes and Carmelo Hayes next week.
Oh, cool.
From that segment, it kind of looks like it.
That'd be interesting.
And we saw Giovanni Vinci in the background. We haven't seen him. You remember they were doing Vinci and Apollo Crews, and Apollo Crews beat him in like 5 seconds. And then the next week, Apollo Crews beat him again. I don't know what happened to that story. I don't know what they did. It's like they tried to do a little bit with Giovanni, and they just quit. Apollo Crews has got 2 wins over him.
Yeah.
But I don't know where it's going now. I don't even think they know where it's going.
Money in the Bank, Tiffany Stratton, who has been the buddy of that woman, Nia Jax, the WWE Women's Champion. However, as you mentioned, Corey,
There. I actually know that security guard just walked by. He's my friend on Facebook.
That's cool.
Yeah, I work with him. It's weird seeing people you know make it to AEW or WWE. Or
Yeah.
that like you work with them, and now they're on a big platform. That's pretty cool. How's the show been? It's been a pretty good show, Morrison. It's been a pretty good show. The opening match was good with Chelsea Green. The Philly Knight and Santos was all right, but the after what happened after the match meant more. Shinsuke Nakamura coming out attacking LA Knight, and before the match we saw a segment, a promo package with Shinsuke Nakamura, like a vintage or whatever you want to call it. That was pretty good. I think what stood out the most tonight was Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens segment. That was a really, really good exchange back and forth, and very good points. Very, very good valid points from both Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes. And now we're on to the main event match: Tiffany and Candice LeRae versus Bayley and Naomi. Roman Reigns and Solo will probably close out the show.
Yeah, I'm thinking so.
Which they've got to do this match on Survivor Series, so it makes sense to close the show with Roman. You know, Roman's been full time. If you think about it, he's been on SmackDown every week. For like the past month or two, he's been on SmackDown every week. But after Survivor Series, he's not advertised to be on SmackDown the next week. So. I have a feeling Roman will probably be on the debut episode of Netflix. He'll probably be on Netflix.
I'm sure of it, yeah.
I
That's
think you'll
going to be a pretty big show.
I think you'll probably see a lot of SmackDown guys on Raw, like Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns. You might see Tiffany,
Probably. Yeah.
some of the bigger names.
At Wayfair's lowest prices of the year. Plus, score 24-hour flash deals you have to see to believe.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good show tonight. For me, the past few weeks, SmackDown has been the better show than Raw. Raw's been a pretty. It's been a hit. Like ever since they went to 2 hours, it's been a hit or miss.
Mm.
Raw's a better 3 hour show, and I think people took that for granted. I think they really. I think now since WWE's gotten a lot better, that now fans want a 3 hour Raw
Mm.
because before fans wanted Raw to be 2 hours because the show just wasn't good top to bottom. But uh, NXT's been a pretty good show too. The last few months, I would say NXT has really stepped it up.
Yeah, I've been loving NXT lately.
The women's division, most importantly, they've got a lot of good women in NXT. They've got a lot of good men too, but the women have been outshining the men. I think Julia, Stephanie Valkyria, Jada Parker, Lola Vice, Roxanne Perez. Like they've got a lot of good women in NXT. Zarya, she's really good. Oh, Red Duck, I gotta use the restroom.
All right. But yeah, NXT has been lit so for the last, I'd say, few months actually. I mean, well, actually, I guess for the last, I guess since they made the switch back over to NXT that you see now from 2.0 NXT. I'm trying to forget about that. I mean, that was kind of a dark time in NXT history. I think for a lot of fans, but yeah, man. I mean, the show's been pretty good. But yeah, I mean, like we were saying with Kevin Owens and Cody, that promo, that segment right there, they both made great points. I mean, I can see both their points of view, and I'm like, okay, well, he's got a point there. I'm like, well, he's got a point there too. I was like, I like that. I love when they do promos that well because it in your head you're like, damn, who do I root for here? I mean, he makes a good point. Cody and Kevin, he's justified in the way he feels. It's like it's interesting. I like that. I mean, the storytelling alone in that one story, that one particular story, it's awesome because of the fact that it's years in the making. This story between Cody and Kevin, years in the making. From the moment that Cody became the undisputed champion, that's whenever Kevin started having this disdain for him, and you can see it slowly bubble up to the surface. And the way they approached it, was very subtle storytelling, and I love that. I love that part of wrestling when they tell these great stories and they have these subtle nuances that you may not catch until, or you may not. I wouldn't say you may not catch. You may not understand until later down the road, and you're like, oh, that's why he was doing this. That's why he was acting this way. I mean, they drop the breadcrumbs, and they're very good at that. I love that. The Nia Jackson's out there. Big fine ass. I'm a Nia Jax lover, y'all. I love me some Nia. I like my women with meat on their bones. That's how I like it. Keep me warm during the winter too. I love them. Shout out to Nia Jax, big fine ass. Yeah, Riley. I mean that Cody and Kevin promo, man, that was lit. As far as segments of the night, I think that's probably segment of the night right there. That was pretty lit. And I think to what Connor was saying about Candice LeRae replacing Tiffany after Tiffany eventually cashes in. That's definitely a possibility. I definitely see that because you can see Candice LeRae playing that role of like, I'm gonna sneak in and take your position. You can see her doing acting that type of way. Oh, Naomi with the breakup. Oh, Candice goes right into the barricade. Courtesy of Naomi. That's pretty cool. And Tiffany with that ass though. You can't tell me Tiffany doesn't have one of the cutest asses in the WWE next to Bailey. Hey, you got the tag. Oh, Nia pulls Naomi off the apron. Can't. Ref calls the freaking match. Damn it! That match is just going too well. That match is going too well. Nia had to fuck it up. Riley, you say, I wonder who's gonna beat LA Knight for the U.S. Championship. Maybe Nakamura. I would love it if it was Shinsuke Nakamura. You and me both, man. And Shinsuke hasn't wore gold in a long time too. So yeah, it'd be awesome. I'm with you on that. Ooh, here comes EO. I love me some EO Sky. Oh, Nia coming through like a linebacker on EO. I would love that. That was dope. She looked like a linebacker, just boom. That's a big old ass on Nia though. But that's let me shut up. Told you I like Nia. Oh, we got a oh a Donnybrook breaking out. Oh, Rita Ripley, Rhea Ripley coming through with the Mick Foley mask on. Rhea looks awesome. Oh, and Rhea is swinging for the fences, man. Look at her go. And he just said it too. Riley says, "I wish Andrade had beaten LA Knight. That would have been cool to have Andrade be the U.S. champion. They could have did the whole thing with that. That'd have been cool."
Um,
Is it me or does Rita Ripley look super cool with that face mask on?
but is it on commercial for you?
It's about to go to one. So Montez Ford and Champa, I guess they're the main event.
Oh, they're wrestling tonight.
That's what it said. It said up next. So I'm assuming they're the main event.
Who won the women's tag?
But Nia came in and messed it all up for everybody. She pulled Naomi off the apron and the ref called the match.
So nobody won.
No, it's too good to be true. We'll be right back.
All right. Okay, Ciampa, Montez, Ford.
See what they bring to the table.
Oh, it's gonna be interesting.
On Sunday night. We're cooking up something special.
Friday Night SmackDown in Salt Lake City, Utah tonight. Will become Solo Sikoa and the new bloodline. The man terms of surrender be accepted by Roman Reigns in the original bloodline. Still to come tonight. Tonight's presented by
We. I mean, they don't really play that commercial anymore, or not that I've seen.
Montez Ford tonight looking for a measure of retribution after coming up short in a tag team title matchup last week at the hands of Tommaso Ciampa. You know, Montez Ford and Little Dawkins have made it pretty clear they love to be a tag team.
Okay. I'm back.
Also, like Brand Championship stuff, that's an opportunity for them to do that here tonight. Says a lot about the trust that Dawkins has in Ford and vice versa. But Montez is out here on his own to stand on his own feet. No distractions. Nobody on the outside to worry about. Nobody ever poke holes in the fact that Montez Ford is a star.
This is an interesting match. I didn't think they'd have this match tonight.
Yeah, I didn't think so either. It wasn't advertised. I can't but feel like that Champ is going to come out and screw this up. Not Ciampa, but Gargano.
He very well could. Since he basically ruined their match last week.
Because I can definitely see Gargano siding with Ciampa, like like he's like screw it. They, we want those titles back. We're gonna do anything we can to get them back. Screw it. Gloves are off.
They could be fooling everybody. They're trying to fool everybody.
Yeah.
I think we're going to get Motor City Machine Gun versus DIY versus Street Profits pretty soon.
That'd be awesome. Yeah.
3-way tag team match.
Hell yeah.
And I don't know why that couldn't be on a pay-per-view. Like, they haven't had the tag titles on the line since WrestleMania. Like, that would be a perfect match to have.
Johnny Gargano and Alex Shelley. They've known each other for
many years. And maybe the champ was a bit jealous of that.
I remember the tag team ladder match they had. It was Bloodline versus Street Profits versus DIY in the tag team ladder match.
Reason to be wary of their
I think that was the Friday before Bad Blood.
I think so. Yeah.
now Ciampa. Montez
Ooh, that was good.
clothesline takes out Tommaso Ciampa. Ford lands on his feet. The uber athletic Ford with a step up.
Montez Ford is a really good wrestler.
Ciampa outside the ring.
If they ever wanted to make him a singles wrestler, he could really do it.
I think they're gonna do it eventually.
Have him. I think they should test it out and have him go for the U.S. or Intercontinental first.
Mm.
If he's still on SmackDown, have him win the U.S. title first. Just to test it out. I mean, we know he's a good wrestler. Damn, that was a good kick.
Ciampa's taking over. The emotion.
Oh. Hmm.
Monkey Paw Productions. What the hell, Monkey Paw Productions? That was a weird
I've
ass.
heard of that from somewhere. I don't know where I've heard of that. Oh,
Scare tactics.
that's a good show. I like the old Scare Tactics with Tracy Morgan used to host the old Scare Tactics when it was on it was on the Sci-Fi Channel back then. Oh, damn.
It's just nice to know.
Wasn't the New Day and Cody Rhodes on there here recently?
Yeah, I think they were on the first episode, episode of the rebooted Scare Tactics, I guess you can say.
What you need.
If you're feeling out of step with your current big wireless plan, switch. Switch to Consumer Cellular. Switch. All the dips is your price. Ow, ow, ow. Smart. The plan starting at just $20. It's easy to switch to Consumer Cellular. Alice loves the game so much. She wished there was a way to make it last long. Say hello to your fairy godmother, Alice. And long-lasting gain sync beads.
I'm not gonna answer that question. Morrison. I'm not even gonna touch that.
Did I miss it? Did I miss Black Friday?
Oh, I'll let you miss Black Friday. It's only the best shopping day of
This
the
isn't a
best
dating podcast.
great, all these
This
great
isn't a
deals,
politics
great gifts
podcast, a
like
dating podcast.
Well,
This is
I hope
a
you guys
wrestling
stay tuned.
podcast. I don't know how any other way to put it to you.
If that's what you're into, that's your business. Just don't bring it on this podcast. That's not what we're here for.
Guide to gifting.
There's plenty of other things to find out, to find dating stuff on.
Hey, that's great. But who are the chefs? Rookie mistake.
And so that question, what female wrestler would you date?
You've heard this, so hold it up high.
I would love to date Nia Jax. I don't
I
care
knew you
anyone
were.
says that woman's gorgeous.
You are a fighter, and this is your reward. Modelo, remarkable.
It's like different eras. Like in the Attitude Era, I think everyone probably would have said Sable or Trish Stratus.
Look at that.
Jacqueline for me.
In the Ruthless Aggression, everyone would have said Stacy Keibler, Terry Wilson,
Gems.
probably
Jim, to you.
Trish Stratus again.
Be the hero.
In today's wrestling, probably Tiffany Stratton for me.
Time to become.
Mm.
Okay, y'all.
Or
Got this.
I'd give Abaddon a day in court too. She's pretty hot without all that makeup on.
In all kinds of
the
trouble. It's him to deliver for the win that is
probably heard that.
here on SmackDown. Desperation powerbomb. Montez Ford some valuable time to recover. Try to will himself back into this battle. Let's take another look at this great power shown by Montez.
That was a power bomb.
This is the point
Oh yeah, Montez Ford.
his instincts are thinking, I need to tag Dawkins. This is where, as a tag team competitor, you can find yourself in deep water you're unfamiliar with. Same could be said for Ciampa, who's been a tag team competitor in recent years. Now Montez Ford with that back suplex into a kip up.
Moonsault. Montez Ford definitely has the crowd with him.
Oh yeah.
So if he were to ever become a singles wrestler, that could happen. But I think if they were to make him a singles wrestler, they should do it the way that they did Kofi Kingston with the New Day. Have him be a singles wrestler, but don't break up the Street Profits. That's the way they should do it. And I think I have an idea who may have attacked Jade Cargill. We were talking about this for a while, but I think it's Bianca Belair. That would be a twist. Or maybe it's not her. Maybe it is someone from.
I mean, I don't know, because didn't that happen during the match?
Yeah, it did. Yeah, that's what
Or it could have happened before the match. If it was Bianca, she could do that before the match. But I don't know. I mean, at this point, Bianca really doesn't have a motive to do that yet. I mean, not yet.
Oh, damn. Yeah, it's probably Liv and Rhea. I mean, Liv and Raquel. Oh, damn. That was a good knee. Montez Ford wins. That was a good match. Here comes Angelo Dawkins. Damn, Angelo Dawkins is. With John Gargano. Now John Gargano and. Damn, he pushed me down again. Oh, there goes Motor City Machine Guns. Damn. You're messed up, Ciampa. He's going back to his NXT Black and Gold days.
That was a good win for Montez, man. That was a really good win.
There's a lot going on in the tag team division.
Yeah.
on SmackDown there is. Street Profits are looking like they're going heel. DIY possibly breaking it up. Motor City Machine Guns is right in the middle of it all. Yep, Cody Rhodes and Carmelo Hayes next week. Another, I've got another SmackDown US Championship Tournament match, but it looks like Jade Cargill's been taken out of her match.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be Jade Meechin and Piper Niven, but now Jade Cargill's been taken out of that match. So I wonder who's going to be in that place.
Mm.
I hope it's not Charlotte.
Think about it. The more
I hope
potential.
not.
I am
She's
feeling
pretty close from
He
coming.
is he is slated to be returning very soon.
I don't want her to win that title. She shouldn't win that.
Next Friday's card looks pretty interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, Cody and Carmelo and the women's triple threat match, which we don't. I hope it's not Charlotte. I have a feeling. I have a feeling it's going to be Charlotte, and she's going to win. Or it could be a call up from NXT.
Big news from Mahomes. I'm switching to iPhone 16, but team mode, it's built for Apple Intelligence.
Because if Charlotte's in it, she's probably going to win the whole damn tournament.
Get 4 iPhone 16s on us. Plus 4 lines for 25.
But she's not winning the whole tournament.
Incoming dishes.
I like Charlotte, but I like for the first ever women's U.S. champion, it should be someone that's never won a title. Charlotte's had many title runs.
Yeah.
But SmackDown is going to be taped for next week tonight. So, if you see a spoiler, you might see who the third person is going to be. I'm going to try to stay off, not stay off social media, but try to avoid spoilers. 'Cause I don't want to see who wins or anything. But the only thing I want to see is like when I look at spoilers, I just want to see the matchups. But I don't want to see. I just want to see who's wrestling, but I don't want to see who wins.
This is for you. I knew you would like that. That's your color. With Walmart fashion for every style, give the gift that shows you get them. Be the house with the good snacks. You were made to see where you came from. We were made to
I'm
reflect.
surprised that they didn't announce. See, so far for Survivor Series, all we have is 3 matches. They're gonna have more. They're gonna have more than 3 matches.
I think their plan is to do like 5 matches.
No, Crown Jewel had 7, which is weird because I never have 7 matches on a pay per view. Really,
New law, lower prices. Healthcare.gov. Enroll by December 15th.
Welcome to Sapphire Lounge by the Club. Craft cocktails, locally inspired menus, and plenty of space.
so far for Survivor Series, we have Gunther versus Damian Priest, OG Bloodline versus New Bloodline, Team Rhea versus Team Liv. So on Raw on Monday, they kind of teased a triple threat for the Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah.
Braun Breaker versus Ludwig Kaiser versus Sheamus. Triple threat match. They could easily add that match to the show.
It'd be a good opportunity to give Sheamus the belt finally. Be a Grand Slam champ.
I think I don't know. I kind of hope Braun Breaker wins that because he just won the title back. But I think they should. I think they should do Braun Breaker versus Sheamus at WrestleMania, and then have Sheamus win the Intercontinental title at WrestleMania. I don't know. There's a lot of ways to go with that. Hopefully, they have at least 5 or 6 matches on Survivor Series. Remember at Elimination Chamber this year, they only had 4 matches. There were like 50,000 people there just to see 4 matches.
Yeah.
There comes Roman Reigns. wonder if we'll see Paul Heyman or any kind of tease tonight. Because next Friday is the last SmackDown before Survivor Series, and it's going to be taped. So live, they need something big to happen. I don't trust Sammy really.
Yeah, I mean, something's going on with him because he's being way too sketchy.
If he does turn on Roman and all that, everybody deserves Chad Gable an apology. Everybody does, because he was
Good
right
point.
about him. He was right about him from the moment.
That's a very good point, Connor.
He's self-centered. Only cares about himself. And that's one person. I hope he wins the Intercontinental title or something soon. That still makes me mad that Sami Zayn got to go against Gunther instead of Chad Gable, which they were building towards Chad Gable and Gunther more than Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
I swear if he turns on him. Maxine Dupree and Otis, all of them should forgive Chad Gable. And in return to make up for it, Chad Gable should get an Intercontinental title shot, and all of them should help him win the title, just to say sorry. And if they don't, then they're just still a bunch of losers.
I think Chad's gonna end up with that title eventually.
We're gonna have a big brawl like last week. I kind of hope not. There needs to be some kind of talking or something. Just to make it a little bit different than last week.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not here to fight you. Okay? As a
You're
matter
here
of
to fight.
fact,
Yeah, you're here to fight.
I love all four of you still. I always have. I never stopped loving you. But I want you to understand something. If the four of you join my bloodline, we can run this company for decades. Look, you don't have a fifth man. You don't have a wise man.
Keep on hitting about Paul Heyman.
Mm-hmm.
So surrender yourself. Join my team. Or the four of you will die where you stand.
Ladies and
Oh! All right, Paul Heyman's back.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking forward to hearing that. But when he returns,
Mm-hmm.
ladies and gentlemen, I knew he was going to do that.
I got a pop.
forgive me, but sometimes I've been put through a table in Madison Square Garden, so
Please tell me you got
maybe
CM
my
Punk with you.
math is a little off. But there's no
Please have CM Punk.
4
I'm gonna flip out if it's CM Punk.
versus 5.
I swear. Who brought Lesnar?
Man does not commute to your wise man. No, 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 no. So it's not going to be 4 versus
Please be
5.
CM Punk. I swear.
It's going to be 5 versus 5.
What? I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. He's back. All right, now we're back in business.
Interesting.
Now
Very
this
interesting.
this is chill bumps right now. I've got chill bumps now. CM Punk is back, and he's teaming with Roman Reigns.
Keeping up with the bloodline. That's something.
Holy shit! Punk's gonna be in his first War Games match ever.
That is cool. I'm all in with that one.
CM Punk gonna try to GTS Bronson Reed? No. Now can Roman and Punk coexist? Like, this is what we've all been waiting for. This is one of the top feuds, Punk and Roman Reigns. All right, my excitement's back for this Survivor Series match. It's back.
This is awesome. This is pretty awesome.
GTS by Punk. Punk and Roman side by side. This is where they set up Punk and Rollins. This is where they
I
do
like
it.
how Roman Reigns looked at CM Punk as he came in and just started swinging. It's like, okay, whatever. Like this totally got Roman by surprise.
Like, they've not stopped looking at each other.
With the coup of the decade.
I think we're seeing a little glimpse of the future right there.
I know Jey Uso wants Punk on his team. I think everybody wants him on there, especially Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman's the one who recruited him, technically.
Yeah.
He ain't got much of a choice, though, Roman. What an ending. What an ending that was.
Damn. That was pretty cool. CM Punk joined the bloodline for the War Games match. I mean, that's huge. That is huge. Reunited with Paul Heyman.
We were talking about it earlier tonight, because when Roman was out, and you remember when the Bloodline was kind of like taken over, and Paul Heyman was with Solo, and that one episode, he asked CM Punk for help, and Roman Reigns, and Roman Reigns didn't come to help him. Roman Reigns didn't come to help him when he got put through the table. He didn't come help him weeks prior to that. Nobody did. Punk was the only one to really step up to Solo and them.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
true.
so, and the other person was Brock Lesnar. Some people in the comments speculated it might be Brock Lesnar, but it's pretty most definitely that he's not cleared to come back. Not physically, but criminally, I guess you'd say. He's not cleared to come back. Which I'd rather have CM Punk than Brock Lesnar because uh,
Hmm.
I don't think it'd be a good look on the company. Like if that stuff is true, it probably is not the best idea to bring Brock Lesnar back. You probably don't. I mean, you're going into WrestleMania, going into Netflix. I don't think you kind of want that bad press right now. Uh, I feel like you'd be trying to move past that, like trying
Hmm.
to create a better environment for the wrestlers, the fans, and not
Yeah.
go back to that. But if Brock Lesnar does come back, it only would have to be if he is cleared by WWE legal or whatever the hell it's called. Uh,
Mhm.
yeah, that was a very great ending to the show. I thought the show, top to bottom, was pretty good. Um,
Mm.
the women's triple threat match, the U.S. women's tournament continued. Chelsea Green won. A lot of fans wanted her to win. She's one of the most popular on SmackDown in
Yeah.
the women's division. Uh, we had LA Knight defend his U.S. title. Shinsuke Nakamura came out and attacked him after he successfully defended it. The women's tag match we had. Uh, what else? We had the main event match, which was Montez Ford versus Tommaso Ciampa, which that was actually a pretty good match. And
Yeah.
they didn't even announce that match. A lot of fans have wanted Montez Ford in singles matches, and they gave it to him, and he picked up the win. So maybe they're kind of experimenting, like let's give him a singles match and see how it goes. Uh,
Yeah.
he got a good crowd reaction. Like the Street Profits has always been over with the fans. Uh, both of them have. Then in the ending, we got Paul Heyman coming back and recruiting CM Punk himself. Uh, what did you think about SmackDown, and what would you rate it?
I thought it was a pretty good episode. Pretty good episode. I mean, I wasn't really disappointed in it. I thought the Kevin Owens and Cody segment was probably the best part as far as promos go for the night. I mean, that was fire. That was lit. And yeah, I think I'm gonna give this SmackDown. I'm gonna give it an 8.5.
8.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was a pretty good show. I'll give it a 8.7 just because CM Punk was on it. That kind of raises it a little bit for me
Yeah.
because he was on it. Because that really sets up Punk and Rollins for WrestleMania. Punk teamed with Roman and all them,
Right.
and Rollins don't like Roman. He pretty much made that clear that he doesn't want to team with Roman. He doesn't. I mean, I wonder what Seth Rollins thinks about Cody Rhodes teaming with Roman. I mean, Kevin Owens kind of talked
Mm.
about it. So what is? I mean, Seth Rollins stood by Cody WrestleMania. So
Yeah.
yeah, that pretty much sets up Punk and Rollins WrestleMania. That's the
Yeah.
match.
It does.
Probably it's pretty much already booked for WrestleMania. Yeah, I give 8.7, 8.5. I thought it was a pretty good show. I've thought that SmackDown has been the better show than Raw the past few weeks. Since Raw's been 2 hours, SmackDown's kind of got the edge because SmackDown debut that they went back to USA Network. You know they were going to have to
Hmm.
put on some big shows coming back to USA Network, and Raw going back to 2 hours is kind of derailed Raw. I mean, I wouldn't say Raw's a bad show, but it's been a hit or miss. Well, SmackDown has been pretty much all hits. The women's division's been really good. You got the women's U.S. title, the tag team division. There's a lot going on there. Roman Reigns is on TV every week, pretty much. Cody and Kevin
Yeah.
Owens, they got a really good story going on right now. Uh, so yeah, I thought it was a good show. CM Punk is finally back. I betted a few people on that. They said Punk's not going to be back till until Netflix. Then I said no. Everyone said they swore to me that he would not be back until Netflix, and I'm right again. I just I can just
Yep.
predict stuff pretty good. Even with AEW, I could pretty much predicting stuff is good and bad in the same way. But for CM Punk, I'm glad I'm right because wrestling without CM Punk is just kind of sad. We haven't seen him since Bad Blood. Well,
Yeah.
the Monday after Bad Blood, because he was on the Raw after Bad Blood. Then we didn't
Mhm.
see him for a little while. So, very good episode of SmackDown. Now next week's SmackDown is taped, so I'm gonna try not to look for spoilers because CM Punk might be on SmackDown.
Yeah.
He very well could be on SmackDown,
Mhm.
building to the match. Which I'm glad they pulled off something big tonight because tonight's is live and next week's taped, and next week is the last SmackDown before Survivor Series. So it
Right.
wouldn't make sense to have CM Punk return on a taped episode. They needed to do it live because if it's just spoilers everywhere, it's just not going to feel the same.
Yeah.
But we will be back for the Pod Champs tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. We will be doing the best promos. It could be from the best promos, the funniest promos, the worst promos. We've already been we took 2 suggestions from the comments on NXT Tuesday. We took those and they're going to be incorporated into the episode, but we're also going to have some other stuff in there as well. If you have anything you want us to put in the episode, comment on this video. The live chat will be done for, but you can still comment in the
Mhm.
comment section. So if you have any promos, whether it's a bad promo or a funny promo or a really, really good promo, you can leave it in the comments and we'll try to incorporate it as much as we can. Uh, yeah, definitely subscribe if you haven't. Definitely check out our Twitter and Facebook accounts. That's where you'll catch up with all of our show updates, whether we're doing a live reaction or not. Uh, we will be back for the pod champs. We might be back for Raw on Monday. I don't know. Uh, it is the final Raw before Survivor Series, and Raw will be live Friday. So we
Mhm.
could possibly do Raw on Monday. If we do, check out our social media accounts, Twitter and Facebook. Uh, but yeah, we will see you guys for the pod champs tomorrow.
Peace.